Good day, friends. Small project in today, and I've already more or less started the work. And it's a guitar. It's not in a very good state, to be honest with you. It is it's a Canadian guitar. It's a Simon and Patrick, as it says on the headstock there. But it's come in with an electrical problem, and basically the input jack has a problem, and the guitar is intermittent. It cuts out. Now I've already had this plugged in, and you have to wiggle the input jack to get any sound out of it whatsoever. So what I've done is I've already had the electrics out and had a look, and I've had the EQ out and had a look, and I've removed all the strapping inside that hold the electrics up. I've opened up, loosened the strings, opened this up so I can get my hand inside to work, and I've removed the piece of gubbins that holds everything together. I'm going to remove all that crap off the bottom, put a new plastic tie on there. I'm going to glue this in later, or I'll get some good double-sided tape on there. I've just taped it on the side of the guitar so I don't lose it, but I'm not going to tape it. I'm going to move it somewhere else. I'm going to stick it over there out of the way. And now what I need to do is I need to replace the input jack. Now you will notice that the guitar is not in the best condition. And I've talked with the owner about it, and I said, look, the guitar's not in brilliant condition, but I'm only doing the work you have commissioned me to do, which is to fix and replace this and put the guitar back together and tune it back in. That's all I'm going to do. But it's my opinion that this guitar is going to need some fretwork. These frets, some of these frets have had it, and the fingerboard, and I'm not touching that fingerboard. It's really quite dirty. It's a little bit disgusting, isn't it? I'd normally be wearing my gloves for this, but the frets, look at the fretwear as well. So I would be saying that a few months down the line this guitar is going to need, I don't even know if it's enough there to level these frets. So there might be enough material on there to level them, but I would probably go with a refret on that. And a refret is not a cheap job. I think the frets have too much wear, especially on these ones at the lower end. They've had too much wear to level and recrown. There'll be nothing left to recrown once you've levelled them. So this guitar really needs a refret. Also the bridge area, the indentations in the saddle. If you look at the saddle, that's what you're looking at. There are big indentations in there. The strings are cutting right in. That bridge or that saddle need to replace it. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this jack. In fact, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to so I can show you what's what. And I think you could see there, no need to zoom in, no need to change the camera angle or anything. Just going to remove this jack quickly. Like I say, I loosened all the cables inside so I could get the jack out. Good thing about this jack is it's a three-way. It's held in by 3 screws, which means I can just pull it out, desolder everything, and solder it to the new one. And I'm hoping that is going to fix the problem. Here is the old jack, and let's just see where we are. I will look for a short guitar lead, which I have here, put aside. Now then, I should be able to move this a little bit more. Can I? Not really. But anyway, for argument's sake, let's stick a guitar lead there. Plug it into an amp down here, turn on the amplifier and see if we get anything. I don't know what kind of volume the amp's on, decent-ish. Definitely not right. So I've decided that I'm going, crikey hectares, let's turn that down a little bit. So I've decided I'm just going to replace this jack, stereo jack. Obviously we need to be a stereo jack because one of the ring is it the ring or the sleeve? The sleeve connector is for the power, and it tells you when a jack is plugged in. Well, I have a brand new jack, exactly the same as the one that's already in it. I think this was £7. There you go. Nothing strange or untoward about that. I'm just hoping that the jack fits this one better, and that is tight. It does not waggle about at all. I'm hoping that this fixes the problem. I'm sure it will do. So I'm going to remove that one, stick this one in, and hope that that will fix the problem. Once that's done, if that is the way, if that does fix the problem, I'm going to put the wires back in. I'm going to reroute all the cabling. I'm going to clean this up. I'll stick that back in the guitar. I'll put a new plastic tie in there, and we'll get all the cabling tied up and out of the way, and the guitar can go back to the owner. Okay, I would say this is working. So that's it, going to get it all back together, and this one's just about done. And here is the guitar all done. I'm going to show it wrong way around, upside down, because it's a left-handed guitar and I'm right-handed, and I don't want to have this end pointing out the window, smashing the glass. I could just turn it over a little. Can't play it, can't play left-handed. I'm not that brilliant at playing upside down, but who would be? I can give you an E minor. And I dare say I could try a D with a diminished fourth on there. Is it diminished fourth suspended? So that is the guitar working, just to show that it's working, that the pickup's working. Let's get it plugged into an amplifier. Plug in, amp on. That's it. The guitar is fixed. Now then, it's in my opinion that this guitar needs a bit of work, and I think it definitely would benefit from a new nut, a refret, and a new saddle. That's just my opinion. I've not touched any of the setup parts. I've not cleaned it. I was only commissioned to replace and fix the electronic problem. So that is exactly what I've done. So this one is finished. With a little bit of work, I'll turn that off or on. With a little bit of work, this will be a fantastic guitar. Some nice new frets in there, new saddle, new nut, be absolutely brilliant. Bring it right back up to spec. It's a well-used guitar, it's a well-worn guitar, and to prolong its life and its playability, I'll be looking at those upgrades sometime, definitely within the next year. But it would not be an expensive guitar to replace. There is a crack in the top. I've already suggested that the owner just get a piece of tape behind there, glue a piece of tape behind it once it's got it all pressed out. But at the end of the day, it is up to the owner of the guitar. So that is this one done. Simon and Patrick Dreadnought guitar, I think it's a Dreadnought. Simon and Patrick Luthier, let's have a look what it says inside. Handmade in La Patrie and Princeville, Quebec, Canada. A place my wife would be very familiar with, being as she is from a Quebecan family. She's Canadian. So yeah, there you go. Model, it says SP6 Cedar. There you go. Simon and Patrick acoustic guitar, electrical problem fixed. It is getting ready to go out of the door. So till next time, fret friends, as always, be good to each other, and I will see you soon. Well, final part of this video again, because I filmed the end for this guitar, this Simon and Patrick SP6 Cedar model acoustic guitar. because I thought I'd finished everything, but as I was putting away I saw the sticker that I put on the case and it says jack fix, acoustic jack plus fret. I thought, oh right, I've not touched any frets, so I'll go and check the frets. So I've checked the frets and there is one, but the fret that joins where the body joins, the 14th fret, is really, really high compared to the rest. So I'm going to level that fret, and 13 needs a bit of tweaking as well. So I've not finished the guitar. I have completed the electrics, so I've left that part in. If this video doesn't continue from the last part section as well as it ought to, you now know why. I've had to chop the end off and come and film this little bit. So I'm going to level those 2 frets, then I'm going to put the strings back on, then I'm going to tune it in, and then we will be finished. So back soon. So I just want to highlight something, and these 2 frets, the 14th and the 13th, this one was incredibly high, the 14th, where the neck joins the body. The 13th is also high, but the problem with leveling 2 frets is every time you alter 1 fret, it affects the 2 around it. So for instance, if I alter the 14th fret, it also affects the 15th, the 16th, the 13th and the 12th. Also, if I change or alter the 13th fret, it alters the 14th, the 15th, the 12th and the 11th. And that is case in point here. I've just levelled the 14th fret and it is now level. But now the 15th is a little high. Only a bit on one edge. And I've also levelled the 13th. A little bit high in the middle still, so I'm just going to file that centre part of the fret just across the centre there. I've already spent time levelling these, so this should be just about right now. And that's it. That's level with the 14th, but the 12th. Now the 12th is a little high, listen. And the 12th is high. So I've now got to alter the height of the 12th. And this is the problem. You can't just level 2 or 3 frets. When you've got 2 excessively high like that one, it's just common sense that the ones around it are going to be affected when you remove height from 1 or 2 pickups that are next to each other. So there you go, still high there, still high there. This is why when it comes to leveling a couple of frets, you might bring a guitar to me and say, got 4 high frets. Well, if those frets are spaced out, or whether they're spaced out or not, if it's 4 frets spaced out and they alter 4 frets around them, you could have, let's say for instance, if I level 4 frets, you're going to have at least another 4 frets that is going to alter the way they react next door, or next door but 1. So if you bring a guitar to me and say 4 frets are high, chances are you're going to need to give it a complete level. Still a little high, 14's okay, 15's okay, 13, still a little bit high there in the middle. So again, you notice I'm using various files and I clean a file every single time. Did I say 13 or 12 then? This is what I always check. Measure twice, cut once, you know how it works. And again, using a fine file just to go over the top. So what I'm looking for is a balance between all of these frets. That's now level. Then I'll drop back to 12. 12 is high on the edge, high in the middle, okay on this end. So clean my fret. This is not work I'm charging for. This is something I just said I'd do. I say a couple of frets need a bit of work. Normally I always treat a new client, but there you go. But this is the thing. Now I've levelled these. Now look at the 11th fret. Now the 11th fret is high, just a tiny bit. And every time we alter one back, alter a fret, the one back has been altered or it was reacted differently to that one fret being levelled. So I'm just going to go now. I'm going to create a balance between 11, well between 10 and 12 by altering fret 11. And once we get this one done, we should be about right. It's a balancing act. And this is why when I normally do a fret level, say 4 or 5 frets, I do a complete fret level. And it's not cheap, but we need all of the frets in relation to each other being perfect. Because not only have I got to level these now, I've also got to recrown them. And today is Sunday, and I don't really work Sundays. It's why I'm doing this unpaid work. But I've got to re-crown these as well. Can't just leave them flat like that. Back to there, we're okay. Just need to take a little bit off there. Now let's have a look, see where we are. That's okay. 12's a little bit high on that edge. So go from 11. That's 10. 10's good. 11's good, 12 is good, 13 is good, 14 is good. So there you go, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I've altered 4 frets there. I've had to change the height of 4 frets to make them level between 10 and 15. So we have level frets all the way down there. But the thing is now we have 4 odd frets because these are all silver and all the rest are dull. But I'm not polishing them because I'm not being paid for it. Like I said, it's, you know, it's doing free jobs. It got me into trouble because I did one free job once and it ended up putting all of the frets out and I ended up having to do a refret on it. So best for me not to do free work. Just do what you're being paid for. So that's it. So now these frets have been levelled. They're now flat. So I now have to crown them, and I'm going to crown them simple method, simple way, with my crowning file. And it's just a matter of going across the fret and just getting that arc. Where the fret is now flat, I need to put that arc back in, or the crown. Always cleaning the file every time. And this is putting that curve back in there. And that's nice. At least I know now the guitar is going to play fine all up and down the neck. It is, in my opinion, that this guitar needs a refret. I don't think I could get a fret level in there and leave enough material to actually crown. Once you get to 0.8mm high and start getting below there, forget it. It's a refret. Just for good measure, we'll go with fret 10. So there you go, you had 5 frets done for nothing there. And I can't leave the others all unpolished, so now I'm going to have to go and do a free fret polish as well, which I'm going to do, not begrudgingly either. The rest of the frets are pretty okay. I know number 20 is high. That doesn't matter because there's only 21 frets. So there you go, let's just zoom in. You get a bit of a better idea. And these are the frets I've just worked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've levelled those 5. And they are level and they're now recrowned. And that's it. Might as well check the others down this end. There might be a high one here or there. This guitar would benefit from a really good clean. It's not very nice when you have to get your fingers over someone else's finger grease. That's high. But you get away with that, you always play that. You get away with that. Again. There you go, that will do. Just a little skin. So, and I'm going to say these are free polish because I can't leave those like that. Then have half silver and the other half all cruddy brown. So I'm going to polish these. And at least the owner of the guitar is going to get the guitar back in a great playable condition, looking fantastic as well. And to polish, straight on there, can you see? I'll zoom out. Got a fret guard on there. It's just a matter of getting some steel wool and just going across and getting these frets silver. That one is beautifully silver. Now let's have a look at this one. I'll get a better idea if I do one you can see. But it is in my opinion that this guitar needs a refret. I was definitely going to need a refret soon. You have to weigh up whether it's worth it or not. A guitar £500 when new. Do you want to go and spend 200 quid on a refret? The thing is, if you do spend 200 quid on a refret, you get 20-25 more years out of it, because I only use 18% nickel silver fret wire nowadays, or harder. It's going to last years and years. But look at these frets now, they're all silver. So that's it, I'm going to crack on with that, get the strings back on, get it tuned up, get it out the door. So I've polished the frets, levelled a few frets free of charge. I've polished all of the frets. I've decided I could not leave that horrible crudder fingerboard as it is. Look at the crud on there. It's going to go. I'm going to get it all off, and I'm going to don, definitely going to don the gloves for this. Rubber gloves that I buy in for jobs just like this. Don't wear them on every job, don't wear them on many jobs, but some jobs you have to don the gloves. I don't want to be touching that crap really, but I've got to. I'm going to go with just some Kaiser lemon oil, let this soak in. Once it's soaked in, I'm going to scrape off that crud, and then I'm going to wipe it all off, and this nourishes the wood and also treats the fingerboard. This doesn't look like it's ever been done. And I'm not going to touch that with my fingers. I'm not even going to touch it with one of my usable cloths. I'm going to get some kitchen roll. I'm going to soak it in that oil. I'm going to let it stand for half an hour, and then I'm going to wipe it all off. So you've seen the state of the fingerboard before. I will show you the results shortly. So finally got it done proper. I do apologise for the mix up in the video and the editing and the cutting. You know, just the way it goes sometimes. Pouring it away, noticed I hadn't completed the work I said I was going to do, so I've ended up levelling 5 or 6 frets for nothing. I'm not charged for it. And then because I'd levelled those frets and I had to polish, you know, it became, well, they obviously come out, when they've been levelled, they come out silver, and all the rest were dull brown. So I've ended up polishing all of the frets and cleaning all that horrible slimy gunk off the fingerboard. Can you remember how bad it was before? Well, there you go, it's not bad now. And horrible, nasty job. And I'm not slagging no one off, but look after your guitars, mate. You know, what are you bringing to a guitar tech or a luthier? Why does he have to deal with all your snotty, sweaty crud? That's taken years for that to build up on that guitar, and it's pretty disgusting. And I've got to check for that in the future. You know, but at the end of the day, the guitar is done. The electrics are now sorted. It's had a free fret level, it's had a free fret polish, it's had a free neck clean. I've not done anything else on my setup. I've not cut the nut, I've not reshaped the saddle or anything. This guitar needs a new saddle, needs a new nut, and would benefit from the fret level in my opinion. But that is this one done. I don't even know if this one's going to make my YouTube channel. Some don't, very rarely, but at least I have a copy of the video. But that is this one done. So I'm going to put it back in its box. I've let the owner know that the guitar is finished, and he can come and collect it at his leisure. And there you go, Simon and Patrick. I can't remember the model name. I've put this sand old thing on there now, so I don't know. Cedar top, dreadnought, electroacoustic, nice. There you go, the one finish. So fret friends, till the next time, be good to each other, and I will see you soon.